Alright, good morning. We're taking a look at the natural gas future NGV9 for September 24th, 2009. And we're looking at a monthly chart here. And as a lot of people are aware, we really on the monthly we made a lower high here, and we came down from $14 all the way to $2. So some people are predicting the bottom here. I just like to watch the charts and do what it says. So let's go ahead into the weekly 5-8 cross. Retested the 5 on the weekly. Definitely looking bullish here. We've got some previous levels. Let's just go ahead and draw those up. We may want to look at here on the weekly, right ahead here. 4,000 level, psychological level as well. We've came up and got fairly short over yesterday, but we did get fairly close to 4,000. Came up to about 39.40. We'll take a look at that. Let's go into the daily. And clearly bullish. Even on the daily chart here, you've had some retests of the 5 and long, retests of the 5 and long, and fairly good separation on the 5 and 8 still. There is a trend line here. I'll go ahead and show you that on the 4-hour that we broke out yesterday. There's some topside resistance. Clearly broke out yesterday, and all systems go ahead. Came up to about 39. 30-ish yesterday. So let's go into the hourly chart. Hourly chart here shows the trade actually we took yesterday, one of the trades on gas. Breakout retest of this line, and long. That's a breakout retest, classic trade. On the hourly, you had a higher low developing right in here. This candle was actually the daily pivot point yesterday. So as you can see, we had a great move up, just riding the 5 on the hour, and now we've kind of slowed down, make a lower high on the hourly, and waiting on 9 a.m. New York. It's about 5 a.m. in New York here now. So let's go ahead into the 15-minute chart, zoom out just a tad, and as you see here, breakout, retest of that, and then long. Good trade yesterday, just riding the 5. 21, good speed, good angle. 21.55. So, all right, let's go ahead and go back out the daily here, and some topside resistance. We've got natural gas news coming out here at 10:30 a.m. in New York, so that's going to be a big trade. Last week was quite a ride. It went down and then just headed up, and then just didn't stop for quite a while. It was a really big move. We really started this whole move from the bottom, and just haven't stopped yet. It's really been bullish ever since, and I'm really loving this gas pair. It moves a ton of pips. It's dangerous to trade. Scale your lots down, or your mini lots, depending on what you're trading, and go for the bigger winner. But you got to give it room to breathe. This thing breathes about 50, 60 pips sometimes, so got to be careful with it. Let's go ahead and look at the pivots. And there we go. So we're bullish still, obviously. We're getting a lower high on the hourly. We're looking to come down, and when we get some volatility in the market, look for a clue. Higher low, perhaps, on the hourly has been working really well on this pair, or actually on gas here. So, going along. We've got some R1 here, the weekly M3 rather. 3,800. 3,800 was fairly hard to break yesterday. We messed around with it, finally broke it, and now we're back at it. So maybe we'll come down, and let's just see here. Let's go back over here to the hourly chart. Let's do a fib of the beginning move up yesterday, and see if we can find some overlap. The more reason to do something, the better, right? This is a game of probabilities here. So 382 at 3,800. We've actually tested that this morning. So we'll be looking at that zone, and looking at these fibs between the 382 and the 618. I don't think we're going to get back down here to this trend line unless maybe we change direction. That'd be a break of the 786, so that would violate our uptrend on the hourly chart. But at this point, 618 is 37.24, and the M2 here, 37.10. So anywhere in this hourly 21 daily pivot, as low as down here to M2, looking for a long hourly Bollinger Band. We just got a new hourly candle pointing straight up, so this pair is not going beneath that Bollinger Band until that thing opens at least. So right now looking for a long, waiting on the pullback here, and then waiting on some clues to go long. So fairly straightforward here as it was on oil today. Same thing here on gas, just be careful with it. And you know, 4 hour 21 looks pretty prime right there. Looks pretty good for a pullback. Next stop though on the 4 hour chart would be the 8, and we'll get a bounce there. So let's see where the 8 is. That's 37.48. Yeah, hourly 55 area. Just be looking around there for folks. That's going to do it. We'll go ahead and do a video tomorrow, show you what happened, and also how we played it. We'll go ahead and start tomorrow doing some stuff, showing you what we're using to get into these trades after the market's open, the open call opens, and do a little more analysis. But pretty straightforward here on energy today. Looking short on oil, looking long on gas, and being careful because the gas news is coming out. So I don't recommend you being in a trade during that time. You can play a Fibonacci of the news candle if you want to do something like that. Pretty dangerous on gas. Better to wait 15-30 minutes and then try to go with the flow. Wait for the big boys to pick a direction and just ride it. So that's going to do it, folks. Appreciate you stopping by, and good luck with your trades today. And thanks a lot for coming by.